Last week I made a video talking about the redundancies in the game industry going on at this point, and it's incredibly sad to see. Definitely go and watch that video if you haven't watched it already. I feel like it was a very personal video, and I'm kind of like hell-bent into trying to make the situation better for others as best as I possibly can. So in this video, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about some of the things that I'm doing to hopefully help all the animators out there trying to actually make a better living, making it better for themselves and for the future. I have been talking with a lot of students, a lot of professionals, and the one thing that is very common as I talk to them is concerns about the future. How can I actually be more hireable? How can I actually get my work in front of more people? There's lots of questions that have been asked, and I think that is a genuine concern right now that I think needs to be addressed. And with the things that I've put in place, there's lots of updates. I think we might actually be able to tackle some of them, at least from my standpoint, and hopefully help some of you out there to achieve more. So without further ado, let's talk about it. Welcome to another video. So if you're new here, my name is Harvey Newman. I've been in the games industry for quite a few years, and I like to share my passion for animation here in this channel. And also, if this is the first time that you actually get to see a video of mine, then I want to welcome you here in this channel. I hope you get to stay after you consume the video, and if it's informative to you, consider subscribing, dropping a like, and also commenting. Just like most channels out there, most people that actually watch my content on a weekly basis unfortunately don't subscribe. So having your subscription, having your support, having a like will be highly appreciated by myself. And let's get into this week's content. Now, as I've mentioned in the intro, I've been contacted by a lot of students and a lot of professionals alike through my mentorship. So I have a website. In case you guys don't know, I have a website for quite a long time that offers mentorships to students, professionals, anybody that wants some time with me to kind of like get better and improve their art, improve their showreel, improve their skills. Then they can actually go to my website and book some time. However, the website that I had before, it was slightly clunky when it comes to kind of like going through the process of actually kind of like booking an hour, booking a week, booking a month. So now I moved the whole website to a new website that is much more streamlined and much better. And I have a few more things to actually kind of like share and hopefully help out more people with them. I've been thinking about this for a long time. I never action it because I thought that people perhaps, had enough with what I had and all these other things. But with the new influx of questions and concerns, I think putting myself out there available for people to actually, hopefully, book some time and then clarify their minds, or perhaps having a better feel for where the showreel is, I think is a really good idea. So looking at my website, you will find quite a few different options now, and there's more coming. So you have the 1 hour mentorship, you also have the weekly mentorship, and you have the monthly mentorship. Now, this is the stuff that I had previously, and this is basically one-on-ones that we can have together. And it's very useful for a lot of animators out there, and I've actually kind of like had this with both professional animators and also a lot of students. And what this does is basically for anybody that is out there that is stuck or has been applying for jobs and not getting a lot of luck, or perhaps you actually have a lot of experience and you've been working on TV and you want to move over to games, right? How do you make that step? Same thing with VFX. You want to work in VFX, you want to work in games. How do you make that step? I look at your showreel, I look at your shots, I look at some of the stuff that you've done. I even look at CVs and resumes to see how it is actually structured in order for you to have the best possibilities out there to get the best job. Websites, same thing, structure and analyzing. And the one thing that I like to do in these one-on-ones is to be as truthful as possible with all the people that I have coming through to my mentorship. And the reason why is because I had a lot of experience before that I would actually send a showreel or send a shot or send a test, an animation test, and then you would get nothing back. except for we're no longer interested or not good enough or like sorry but your test didn't make it. And that is not useful to the animator, to the artist, because even though it hurts to actually have a no, but the most important thing that you can have from that no is constructive criticism from the company to tell you at the very least the things that didn't work for them and the things that they'll like to see going forward, right? Because if you do those things, then the person, the animator, can actually continue growing. And those are the kind of things that I kind of like pride myself in the mentorship to do, is to kind of keeping it real with you guys. Not to be rude or anything, because I'm never rude in any ways, but kind of like giving you a reality check on what people in the industry are watching or seeing when they see your showreel, and giving you a realistic perspective about how likely you are to actually get this through the door on a lot of studios that you like, depending on your preferences, right? So these one-on-ones have been really, really useful and really, empowering to me as well as an animator, as a person that likes to teach or likes to give. Because seeing somebody going through a journey, doesn't matter if it's 1 week or a day or maybe like a month, and actually going through the journey of like, I'm stuck, I feel absolutely horrible, and then by the end of the journey they feel hopeful and energetic and I know the way and thank you so much, and they go off and they do it, and once they get that job they feel incredibly thankful. That to me means the world, means much more than working in any game as a director, as a lead or whatever, because you really had something good to influence somebody that actually made a difference in their lives for the betterment of their family. So without mentioning names, recently I had a student, and this student was telling me about his difficulties, his family, the fact that he had a newborn, the fact that things were incredibly tough and stressful at home, and at the same time at work, because of the industry contracting, he was about to lose his job. And now he was in this mind state of being very much not only in panic, but also stressed out because of how I'm going to reconcile family with my dream job and also, pay the bills. And to me, it was very important for me to help this person on a personal level, because it felt very much that this person, I've been in the shoes of this person and I know exactly how that feels, and I feel like I am now in a state or in a place that I'm privileged enough to kind of like, be at peace in mind, and I hope it continues, fingers crossed, but to help out others that are in a bad situation. So I can at least tell them what things work on his showreel, what things don't work, how to structure his showreel, how to structure his CV, his portfolio, how to present himself, social media, all these things that I've learned over the years. Now I can pass on to him, and by the end of the call, and even though it was just 1 hour, he was incredibly happy with what he got, and he had hope, right? And with you being an artist and actually wanting to flex your creative muscle, having that hope and having that confidence is really important, because you can be the most talented person in the world, but if you don't have that confidence in you, like, everything crumbles. I've seen that happening to me many times. And it sucks because you can do better, and it's just basically this whirlwind of like horrible things just becoming more horrible as things pile on, right? So really, really cool. But anyways, I digress. This is my one-to-one mentorships that I do for 1 hour, for 1 week, or for 1 month, depending on what you want. So that's one section. Now, for anybody that actually thinks that that's either too expensive, or they don't have the time, or they want something slightly cheaper, or they just want to review, I opened up 3 new sections that allows you to basically upload your work, and I can do like a 15-minute or a 30-minute review. And this can be for your showreel, it can be for a specific shot, or it can be for, I don't know, like maybe an idea that you have. Anything that you actually want me to look at that is in prototype or final stages, then I can look at. So maybe you have a showreel that you're about to apply for different studios, and you want to actually kind of like upload it and ask me the question, I'm thinking about applying for certain studios, what do you think about this? Can I do something better? Do you think it's going to be successful? Realistically, how people are going to look at this, I'm be more than happy to do that. Those things, because it's just an upload and a review from myself, they are much cheaper, much more affordable for all those that actually want to kind of have a review within time. So now, last but definitely not least, what I'm working on right now, and I'm actually recording this video in between shoots, it's a course. I mentioned this a few weeks ago in another video, and I'm basically making a course, and I can finally tell you a little bit more about it because the page is going to be open for you guys to sign up. But it's going to be a course about motion capture and how to actually use and clean up motion capture for games. So what I'm trying to do with this course is basically use all the 20 plus years of experience that I have working with motion capture and like lots of different games with lots of different qualities, some more push than others, and also some like hand key and motion capture and blending those two, and basically show you in a very well-rounded course how can you actually go about thinking about motion capture in a creative way for games, right? Because I think this is an crucial step for anybody that wants to get in the industry, or anybody that is in the industry and that perhaps hasn't really manipulated mocap very much, wants to know how to do it. Because this is an essential skill that a lot of studios that know that the animator has worked with this type of mocap, therefore they are hireable. Let me get this guy because he has worked on these studios. Then it becomes very sellable for you to put on your CV, which is great. Plus, if you actually are experienced and you even maybe worked with mocap, but you like to know how to direct mocap actors, how to direct actors, how to plan and shoot a mocap shoot, right? What happens in the volume, you know, the place where we capture mocap, right? What happens after you actually shoot the mocap? How do those files get delivered to you? How can you select the files? How can you actually filter the files? How can you disperse the files to your team? All of those things are things that I've experienced multiple times, and I think is very good knowledge for people to have out there, both professional people and also people that actually haven't seen this world yet, that perhaps you actually want to have, keep, and learn from it. Because at some point in your career, no matter where you are, you're going to need this information. So the whole goal of the course is for, if you are somebody that is outside of the industry and you want to like learn about mocap, you can get the course and then get the practical side of things. Start cleaning up mocap, follow my steps, you get a rig, you get a few more things like videos and all kinds of stuff, and then you can go ahead and learn from that, right? But if you are somebody like more intermediate and you are in the industry and you are maybe a mid-level to a senior animator and you've just been cleaning mocap all the time and you've been wondering or dreaming of actually one day shooting and planning mocap and directing mocap and things like that, well, there's a section for you too where you can go ahead and actually go ahead and learn how to actually the thought process behind planning, directing, talking with the talent, kind of like get them to actually have the best delivery possible. Remote shooting, how does that compare with actual being in person shooting and things like that. I think that's actually really important, and I hope that people feel as passionate about mocap as I feel by the end of the course, because I have a module there just talking about how I used to think about mocap and how I think about mocap now. And definitely there's been a journey there of like hate and love. And I want to take you guys through that so you understand that there is a creative way for you to use mocap to the best of your abilities and make it look absolutely amazing in game, right? So if you're interested in this course and everything that I mentioned just now, I have a link down below that you can actually go ahead and click and you'll see a preview of the course. I'm still working on it. I still have to add a few things and break down a few things more, but you can basically sign up for it by entering your email. And then basically what happens is as soon as that course is out, you will actually get an email saying that the course is now open, and then you can go ahead and purchase it. My goal is to not make it very expensive at all. It's going to be on the cheaper side because it's my very first course, and I want to make sure that you get the most value for the less money, once again, to help you out with your skills. I'm still kind of thinking about the price point, but I do think that it's going to be on the lower end. So that's basically what I intend to do with the course. Keep it as cheap as possible and deliver as much value as possible to you guys as my very first course, which I'm very excited about. And hopefully you guys enjoy it as much as I'm enjoying recording this series for you guys. Now, I've been recording this for quite a few weeks now, editing as well, heavy, going through the motions, making sure that you guys get as much value as possible. So I have a few more weeks to go, but it will definitely be out over the next few weeks. So sign up on that page to show your interest, and then the more people we have interested, the better it's going to be. And one last thing that I need to add to this is that this course is going to be organic, meaning that you're going to buy the course now for the price that is going to be initially, which most likely might be cheaper in the beginning for 1 week or two, and then it's going to be slightly more expensive. And then after that, you basically get any other content that I add after, because I have a few ideas on how to actually improve the course with a lot of other things, which I'm actually very excited about. And I will be adding those things to the course. And obviously, the bigger the course, the more expensive it's going to get in the future. But if you get it as early as possible, it means that you get the cheapest possible price for the course, and then you get a lot of content in the future as the months and years go past. So my idea is that as many ideas that I have of motion capture that I think, oh, this will be interesting for people, I'll go ahead and record it, I'll make a tutorial, and then I'll put it on the course, and you get that for free if you actually purchase it on the day of delivery, right? The day of that it comes out. So just to wrap it up, all of these things that I just mentioned before, both the one-on-ones, the uploads, the course, are all things and instruments and tools that are hopefully going to be out there in the world to help people that are in need of a little bit of a push or knowledge or anything that is in between. Like if you don't actually want to either upload anything or do a one-on-one, basically you have the course. You just buy the course and then you follow the course, and Bob's your uncle. And I actually intend to do future courses as well that will actually teach you other things outside of mocap as well. So hopefully this will give you enough value that you understand that hopefully you are in a really good place and things are not as bad as you think they are out there, and it gives you peace and allows you to kind of like have a career that lasts for many, many years like mine. And then hopefully my job is going to be done. I'll feel incredibly happy because there's nothing better than helping others, especially in this moment of need. And that's all I had for you guys today. As always, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe if you haven't so far. Drop a comment and let me know what kind of courses would you like to hear or see from me. And also let me know if you have any questions about the mentorships, the one-on-ones. I have a form. You can actually contact me at any point, but if you have any questions, drop it in the comment. Happy to answer them here as well. And as always, I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. And until next week, stay well, stay safe. Peace.